Hello everyone, Mr. Cottrell here. I hope you're all well. In today's video lesson we're going to have a look at learning a rock riff and some basic chord changes. But to start with, we're going to have a warm-up by playing the scales that are related to the key signature of the riff and the song that we're going to try and create. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to play through the D major scale. First of all, we're going to play it in the open position. Then next we're going to have a look at playing it starting at the 5th fret, and then finally we'll have a look at the D major pentatonic scale. After each scale you'll be able to pause the video and have a practice. Remember, when you practice the scale through both ascending and descending, so going up through the notes and then coming back down. Okay, so the first one is D major scale in the open position. We're going to start with the open D string. Here we go. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Okay, pause the video and have a go. Ascending and descending. The next scale is the D major scale starting at the 5th fret. I'm going to start with my little finger on the 5th fret as we're going to come down to the E there on the 2nd fret. So keep your 4th finger for everything on the 5th fret, 1st finger for everything on the 2nd, 2nd and 3rd finger with the 2 frets in between. Okay, here we go. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Again, pause the video and have a practice. The final scale we're going to have a go at is the D major pentatonic scale. This is the last of the major scales, so here we go. You'll hear it sounds slightly different. We're starting at the 5th fret. Perhaps use your 2nd finger to start the scale on the 5th string. Okay, here we go. Okay, pause the video and have a practice. So we also have the B minor scale, which is the relative of D major. Okay, we're going to start here at the 2nd fret and it's going to be on the 5th string. Okay, here we go. B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. Okay, pause the video and have a practice. Ascending and descending. Now, for those of you who want a bit more of a challenge, who've played through the other scales and feel confident, here's the B natural minor scale over 2 octaves. I'm not going to sing and say the notes as I can't get my voice high enough to do that. So here we go. We're going to start here. Same place as the last scale. Okay, we also have the pentatonic version, so B minor pentatonic. We're going to start that here at the 7th fret and go across the neck to end up at the 7th fret on the 1st string. Okay, here's what it sounds like. Okay, pause the video, have a go. We're going to create our song by starting with the accompaniment. Here are the chords that will accompany our riff. The first chord we're going to use is the E minor chord. So hopefully you can see where my fingers are there. I'm going to put some chord diagrams up in a minute so that you can have a practice. That's it. E minor chord. We're also going to use the E5 chord, which is the lowest 2 notes of that chord. next chord is the B minor chord. There we have it. You should be able to see where my fingers are. We're also going to play a B5 chord, which again is the lowest two notes of this chord. So that's the 5th and 4th strings together only. The final chord we're going to use in the song is the A chord. Now in this instance I'm using one finger to bar the 3 strings that are held down. Sometimes I might use my 3rd finger to do the same thing, or sometimes I might use 3 fingers to do the same thing. So you choose which is most comfortable or applicable to the situation. We're also going to use the A5 chord, which again is the lowest two notes of that chord played together. In this case, the 5th and 4th strings. Have a practice of the chord shapes. Remember to play the 5th versions as well, so A5, B5 and E5, by playing the lowest two notes of the chord. Pause the video while you have a practice. Now, let's put the chords into the context of our song. The arrangement of the chords should appear on the screen. Let's have a go at playing through it together. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And repeat. Pause the video and have a practice through with the arrangement. Let's have a go at playing the main riff of the song. This is over the section of the song that I think of as being a verse part. It starts off on the 2 middle strings and is based over the E minor chord. We're actually playing an E5 in the accompaniment at this point. It sounds like this. And then repeats. The next part, that same riff moves over onto the 5th and 4th strings. This means that it's then playing over a B5 chord. It then returns to the E minor. Then we follow the chords as in the accompaniment. This to me sounds like a chorus part, but we're not going to use the full chords, we're going to use the 5th versions again. So we end up with something like this. You'll have noticed I've added a couple of notes in from the riff there to go in with the chords, just to add a little bit of interest in the chorus part. Pause the video and have a practice at those sections. Let's have a go at playing the whole arrangement together. I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. did you get on? If you need to, rewind the video and have a few practices. Hopefully there's some things there that will keep you going practicing for a little while. If you get through it all and you want something a bit further to have a go at, perhaps try bending some of the notes. If you're using the B minor pentatonic scale, for instance, bending the A up to a B. That's quite a common bend that you find. Or also the E up to an F sharp. That's another one that you could try. Also, if you're more into writing songs, perhaps you'd like to write your own lyrics to go along with the chord changes. You could write your own melody, or if you wanted to, you could use the riff as the melody and just make your words fit the riff. Anyway, to end the lesson, I'm just going to play us out. I'm going to make up a little improvisation using some of the scales that we looked at earlier, and I'm going to play it over the chords and the riff which I've looped. So let's see what we can do. Keep practicing. Have fun.